Hello everyone, welcome once again. My name is Bahadur Mori and I am an English and SS teacher in Southern English Medium School at Natejuna. And today we are going to, today I am going to take English chapter standard 8, chapter number 3. Standard 8, chapter number 3. This is the part 1 of this video, a new chapter. Glimpses, uh, glimpses of the past. Okay, so what is the meaning of glimpses? Glimpses, that means some story that given in a short way, that is called glimpses. So here are some periodical glimpses. See what is the pictorial glimpses. Pictorial glimpses, that means graphical periodical informations. यानी क्विक लुक, यानी ग्लिप्स दैट मीन्स क्विक लुक, राइट. ग्लिप्स दैट मीन्स क्विक लुक्स and pictorial graphics and periodical, that means pictorial, that means graphics, and glimpse, that means quick looks. So you can see through the graphics in the very quick looks, that is called the glimpses, right. Pictorial glimpses of the history of our country from 1757 to 1857. So this is a glimpses about the 1757 to 1857. This is the 100-year story about in the very short time. And this picture and speech bubbles will help clarify your understanding of the condition that led to the event known as the known as the First War of Independence in 1857. So, which was our first Indian independence war, that we all know, right? 1857. So without further ado, I just want to explain all the chapter. Very interesting and very easy to memorize, because this is the visual memory is more stronger than theoretical memory, right? So if you see something, you memorize more comparison to reading. So the martyrs, that means शहीद होता है जो देश के लिए कुछ कर जाता है, that is called martyrs. So at a function in Delhi, over here Lata Mangeshkar, you can see in the picture Lal Bahadur Shastri, Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi. This is the picture of at Delhi. Oh my countrymen, let your eye fill with tears. Here is the speech bubble. I want to hear the song. What exactly they sing, and I will sing that song. Alright, these songs I will sing that these songs for little bit, that you can understand more. O my countrymen, let you I fill with tear as you recall the sacrifice of Indians martyrs. I think you all have heard this song, right? You all have heard these songs. ए मेरे वतन के लोगों, ज़रा आँख में भर लो पानी, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी ज़रा याद कर लो कुर्बानी. So this is the translation of these words. This is the song they sing, very famous song. Picture of our martyrs, very prominent people: Jawaharlal Nehru, Bahadur Shah Jaffar, Gandhi ji, Subhash Chandra Bose, Syed Bhagat Singh, Lala Lajpat Rai, Lokmanya Tilak, Jhansi Ki Rani, and people of India. These are the picture of this, right? So they imagine and they want to recall, they want to memorize those people who sacrificed for our country, right? So let's start our chapter. The first point over here, the companies conquest 1857 and 1849. See, in the history chapter, we already know how the Britishers came to India and how the Mughals entered in India and all the things, right? The companies conquest 1757, 1849. Okay, start the chapter this one. Here the first picture of this. With this superior weapons, the British East India Company was extending its power in 18th century India. See, with the British East India Company have the extensive power, strong power. They are able to, they are able to get a tight grip over India. Indian 7065. You can see in the picture. See, yellow marks is the Indian princes. The yellow marks, the year of 7065. At that time, the yellow marks are all the ruled by the Indian princes. All the ruled by Indian princes, and this marks is the British territory. You can see West Bengal and this Andhra Pradesh and all that. Here's some the next picture. Indian princes were short sight. Indian princes were short sight. That means he is not a vision. He not think about long way, and he not think about very forward. It's a short sight. That upstairs Raja Rajba call the English merchant. They will help me to defeat him. See, Indian preacher was a short-sighted. That means that upstart Rajaba here he is speaking. Call the English merchant, and they will help me to defeat him. So they just want to fight to each other. That's it. They don't want to build a country. They didn't think about the future planning. They just want to defeat his enemy. That's it. That's why they thought that if the British are help to us, so we will, we would get the more and more. So that's greediness also there. So they will help me to defeat it. The people had no peace due to such constant fights. See, they just constant fight to each other. They want to acquire the territory and all that, and they also get the help from the British. So people had no peace due to the such a constant fight. Continuously fight, the people have no peace. Right? Obviously, there is a if the fight is there, so how can peace possible? The rivalries helped the rivalries helped the East India Company, and it could easily subdue Indian princes one by one. See, the rivalries, that means the enemies and the internally fight to and conflict help the East India Company. The help the East India Company, that rivalries things, the help the India Company's competitions, right? So rivalries, that means the competition. The competition helps the East India Company to get the easily to the subdue the Indian princes. Very easy to get the subdue the Indian prince because of that competition. A far-seeing ruler like the brave Tipu of Mysore fought the British till the died fighting. Far-seeing, so there's a bit of far-seeing, not a short sight. With a far-seeing, like the brave Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British till the death fighting. He just fought the British with the British still died. Here the next picture. Thank God. So with this man speaking, thank God there is a peace in the country now. No more war and no looting by thugs. Other person take it is God who sent the British. Dekho. And our destiny is linked with them. How did the Indian react to this conquest? The British conquered the Indian territories and British won the Indian territory. So what the people of India thought, this is the over here. See, very we can't imagine how we can think like this way. The people of India at that time when the British are conquered the many territories or won the many areas, so the people thought that thank God God sent to sent Britisher, and finally war end, and we have some peace of breath. So it is a God who sent the Britisher. See, someone said God sent to the Britisher for our goodness. Our destiny linked with the Britisher. Our destiny, our fortunate linked with the Britisher. Second one is our talk to what happened. The white man has killed our that throne, our kings. See, here the man is that death throne that may remove from the thrones, that is death thrones. The white man has killed the death thrones, our kings. That someone talking like this way. Okay, the white man, that means British have killed our king. Some kings were not good, some kings are not good right at that time, but after all they were of this land. So, but after all, they were of this land. Some kings are not good, but what happened? After they are all are from this same country, they belong to the India, right? They are not outsider, they are insider. So now third one said that now we have become a slave of foreigner. Here the people now got the point. Now we all are become a slaver. Slaves, that means gulam ho gaye, like this one, of foreigner. What happened next? Right, this is the one point of this. This is one, this is second. Now what happened in the third glimpse? British rule 1765 to 1863. What exactly happened in the British rule duration in this time? See, title of this glimpse: religious leaders preach the ideas like untouchability and child marriage. See, our religious leaders who preached, that means given the lecture, given the advice, given the suggestion, that is called preached. Ideas like untouchability. What kind of idea they given to us? Very, very pathetic idea that time they was given to us. Preaching the idea like untouchability and child marriage. See, here the picture of the religious leaders over here. You can see anyone who cross the seas lose his religion. See how if any person cross the sea, he just went to the outside of the sea, he will lose his religious. This kind of sentence talking by the our religious leader at that time. Second one, all the misery in the world is due to the woman. See, all the misery, all kind of death, all kind of bad things, all kind of collapse, anything happen in the countries, this is because of woman. The world is done to the woman. Woman is the responsible for everything. See, how what kind of bad thing at that time we can't imagine. Orthodox kind of people they were. They not think of in the further because they are in literature, they are not reading anything, just believe in bad things. Now again, next, the truth was that Indian had a lost self-respect. Yes, it is true. The British scorned them. So British totally scorned them, totally destroyed them because the Indian just lost his self-respect. Still, I feel that my personally, still the Indian lost his self-respect. We have no self-respect kind of anything. What the word of self-respect that doesn't mean in India. So this is now back to our track. The truth was that Indian had a lost self-respect. The British scorned them. So one British picture you can see what he say. The native are unworthy, okay, of trust. The natives are unworthy of trust, incapable of honesty. However, here the one in the position of the namaskar, and he just go in front of the Britisher. True your honor, but I am honest. See, here the Indian people who said that yes, native are the unworthy of trust and incapable to honesty. But he said that my honor, my honest, my malik, to your honor, but I am honest. So Indian, we had made many mistakes. Next, being a merchant, over here the merchant of the story, being a merchant, the British wanted quick profit. As a merchant, Britishers just wanted the quick profit, they want a huge amount of profit in a very quickly way. Their heavy tax forced farmers to the abandon their field. So they put the heavy taxes on the farmer, and that's why the farmer become very bad. In the eventually they become very they put in the very bad condition. That farmer to abandon their fields, right? Abandon their fields. That's so over here. What happened? But your men are taking all my crops. So the British explained that you are still in areas. If you don't pay next week, I will send you jail. See, what is importance of democracy and what is importance of freedom now? I think you understand now. If someone make to us as a slave, so what happened? This happened. But your men are taking all crops. You are still in areas, right? So our Indian farmer, Indian peasant said that, sir, your all the crops are taken by your men. We have nothing to give you. We have no money. So how can we pay your tax? So British employees said that say you have a still in our areas. That means that they are still the pay the they still in under the debt. They still have areas. So if you don't pay the areas, if you don't pay the tax, we will send you jail. So you just give to time in a 1 week. In the 1 week, if you not pay the tax, we will send you to jail. See, all the crops taken by the Britisher and also put the tax on him, and they want to them. If you not pay the tax, we will send you jail. This condition in India. Still, the British invented other methods which gave them more profit. See, British are very smart people. They invented the more policies. They invented the more treasury that make India more and more a slave and more bad in the food in the bad condition. What is this? The goods manufacture. The goods manufactured in England should not have any import duty when brought into India. See, the goods manufactured in England, those goods which is manufactured in England should not have any import duty. So England goods which is manufactured in England, they import in India, right? Into India, so there is no any there is no any tax, there is no any import duty when brought to in India. A good idea. Other British reflect good idea. The East India Company's law began to cripple Indian industry. So British are make a law very smartly. They make a law that's why the Indian industries collapse totally, because Britishers have now more rights, and without any import duty, they send all the goods into the India, and they not need to pay any tax and any charge. But Indian industry, in the Indian country, Indian industry has to pay the tax and import and export duty. So that is very bad thing for Indian industry. Now what happened next? We are going to learn. Now inevitably famines followed. See, famine also follows between the 1822 and 1836, and 15 lakh Indians died of starvation. Without a food, without food, the 15 lakh Indian people died because of famine happened, and without food, without getting a food, 15 lakhs people died. Now the British policies ruined the expert artisan and their business. See, you can see the picture, you can feel the feeling of that time. What was to happen with them? We have no idea. We can't feel that because we are now free. We have freedom of speech, everything we have that we want. But at the and the if we reach to the slave time, so you see the picture. One man who artisan, but he has no food. His son death. You can see his wife is crying and all that. So what the mercy and what kind of prettiness happened, right? Pity, it's very bad condition. So the British policies ruined the expert artisan and their business. Very expert, very talented artisans we had, but because of the British policy, they totally ruined. Fourth one, now this is story about Rajaram Mohan Roy. I hope you got the previous story, right? Now this is story about Rajaram Mohan Roy, 77 to 1833. Ram Mohan Roy, learned man from the Bengal, right? Very learning man, very educated man. Understood what was wrong with the country. They know that what happened in the country. Let us now. This is the Rajaram Mohan Roy. This picture and the purple speech over here. Let us not despise ourselves. Our ancient culture is a great. See, he explained about ancient culture, and we are the capable to greater achievements. And we must first reform our society, and superstitions have been ruined us. See, now Rajaram talking about the superstitions, orthodox thinking, bad thinkings, about the women's and about the if you cross the sea, and about the untouchability, child marriage. These are the bad things going on. These are the superstitious. These are the other things which is going on at that time. Privilege in India. Let us not despise ourselves or ancient culture. We have ancient culture, great culture, and we are capable of greater achievements. We have a capability. We can get we have a capability. We can become anything greater than other countries. Yes, India have a resources, power, people, all things, but intention is not there. These things explained by the Rajaram Mohan Roy. We must reform our society. They want to reform the society. They want to build the society. They want to remove the bad things from the society. They want to erase the orthodox thinking, superstition, these things. Now what happened? He told his wife Uma. His wife name is Uma. And he talking with his wife Uma. What that they learn? Okay, cows are of different colors, but the color of their milk is the same. See, what an example. They explain the cow have a different color, size and all that, right? But the milk color is same, white. Different teachers have different opinion, but the essence of every religion is the same. See, like same way my method is different, other teacher method is different. Some teacher have a great method, some teacher have average method, some teacher have a lower method, but his intention is only one, that he want to deliver the teaching, right? Like same way all the religions are same, some are some different policies, different method, but all the religions have one intention, that peace, brotherhood, like this one. Next, he was attracted by the science and modern knowledge. Rajaram Mohan Rai attracted by the science and modern knowledge. What knowledge should be practical and scientific. Obviously, whatever the knowledge, whatever the belief, whatever the worship, whatever the religions have compulsory have a should the practical and the scientific. That is true. Now, what happened? He crossed the sea. See, he crossed the sea. What belief privilege at that time? If anyone crossed the sea now, he will lose his religious. So he crossed the sea. Rajaram Mohan Rai crossed the sea and went to England to see what made the British powerful. There he told them. See, he wanted to see what thing made England powerful. What made the British powerful? Which is made powerful to England. So they want to see. That's why they cross the sea. They reach to England. They find out. They search. They study. They observe. They observe everything. They did. They want to know. That's why they completely want to know, and they come to India, return to India, and they want to explain everything to his people. Okay, what happened and what is going on in the England, and which things made England very powerful. These things they want to know that things which is make powerful to England. So now Rajaram Mohan would explain, we accept you as a ruler. So he is in front of the Britishers in England. His given speech, we accept you as a ruler, we accept as a ruler, you are a king of India, like this way. And you must accept us, and you have to accept to us. This speech given by the Rajaram Mohan Rai as subject. You accept us as a subject, but we accept as a ruler, and you accept as a subject to us. But you must remember, you have to remember that the responsibility, that you have a responsibility, a ruler, as a ruler, owes to his subjects. That means you have to think about his subject, you have to think about welfare of the people of India. This is your responsibility, your moral responsibility, you think about it. You are a ruler of India, so you also think about our culture, our heritage, our peoples, our business, industry, everything that you have to think. That is telling by Rajaram Mohan Rai to England. He started the newspaper, but the suspicious British stopped them in 1823. Rajaram Mohan Rai wanted to start the newspaper, but some suspicious kind of British don't want to do this, because they thought that if the Rajaram Mohan Rai started the newspaper, maybe some awareness happened in the society, so they don't want to do it. That's why they didn't give permission to Rajaram Mohan Rai, and they stopped all these things. Now, fifth one, oppression, 1765 to 1835. What the oppression there? Very interesting this one, right? So we have now how many clips? 5, 6, right, and 7. So student, I have to pause of this point, right? We will going to learn and we will going to discuss about the oppression point, description, in the next part 2 of this video. I hope you all got the point from my side, and please read more and more, revision more and more, and recall everything again, and we will meet in next video, right? According to our timetable. Please stay home, stay safe at your home. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.